Molweni, ndanibulisa nonke. Esibanindazi, igama lam Abongile kaSpelmandla, Today we'll be going to talk about Tina, the artist, Tina bantu be-industry, Tina bantu benza entertainment, ngoba there is a tendency or there is a slogan, you know, uh, xa sihlangene sizi-artist kuthiwe, artist, and what I have noticed is we don't know who really we are, you know, and if you take a look, umsebenzi we-artist, how broad it is, you see television, born artist payana, you listen to a radio, you listen to artist payana, even when it comes to the furniture, there's a there's a drawings ezenziwayo before furniture, everything has been artistic, ubona isitya otyala kuso, you look at imbiza, you look at i-wall pictures nezinye izinto, so there's the element of artism there, and what I have noticed is, although we know ourselves that we are the artist, but we don't know really who we are, So, kule episode namhlanje, kule podcast yethu, talking about into the artist, about who we are, emhlabeni ke sineenkolo ngeenkolo, but there's only one thing that siye sivumelane kuyo, but there is someone that who is above all us all, which is invisible, and that person is God, It doesn't matter ukubana how do we differentiate igama lakhe, but what matters is who we really are and what our involvement here, So for instance, sihlala apha kuplanet Earth, njengoba sihlala kuplanet Earth, uh, has been created out of ethos, zikaThixo, then ke sabakhona nathi according to indlela esikhule siva ngayo and according to the religion part, After esidalile uThixo, but we have created our own things, as an artist, uThixo naye, I will say he's an artist ngoba there's an element of music, if wayengekho music ubungazuba khona. If wayengekho television nee-radios nee-newspapers and other stuff, besingazuba khona, graphic designers besingazuba khona, So even us, out of thinking, sesakwazi ukucreate izinto ezininzi. If you look at now, undibona mna through your phone, or undibona through any screen that undibona kuso, or undibona on your television, it doesn't matter uba undibona phi, but the only matters is you see me now, and you are listening to what I'm saying, So to be an artist, you are a businessman, you are a business lady, or there is the element payana to start on whatever that you are doing. For instance, to learn a guitar, it takes time to learn a guitar, It's not something that is very easy to learn, So it's something that you spend a lot of time doing it. You spend a lot of time doing it. It's not only guitar, it's how to, mic, ucule, because stage fright. If you look at, we have radios around, those radios as abantu abapromotwa phayana as artist, you know. So you have to look at yourself, who really you are, and portray what is inside you, because we are capable to change any nation through our music, through our stories, through whatever, through culture yet, Ngoba what it really matters is what you feel inside, is how you see yourself, as an artist, you know. You can never be a successful artist, feeling you are poor and you are a beggar. You thinking that you will become successful. You always complain about abantu government, you always complain about the system, but not realizing that the system, you control it by yourself. We are capable of writing TV scripts, we are capable of writing music, we are capable of doing cartoons, we are capable of making anything, like let's say on graphic graphic side of thina artist yabo, singaba sizizo phofu i-promoters, brand businesses zabantu, we have to think big, you know. Today we are here on Easy Creative, you know. So just like today, we have something to talk about. I'm an artist talking to you as an artist, or talking to anyone who wants to know about ubomi artist. We do have a musician esizaziyo kakhulu nesithandwa kakhulu, and if you look at istory sabo, baye bazazi bona uba bafuna ntoni in real life, and bayazi the kind of status they want to live, and they have lived that kind of status. So whatever that you do, it comes from here, comes from your heart, Abantu, they are just reflecting on what you're giving them, and people, they will respect you according to how do you present yourself, Since the artist, mostly of the time, siyakuthanda ukonwaba ngoba sizi-entertainers, but how do you entertain yourself, how do you conduct yourself, how do you see yourself, as now, how do you see yourself, so actually we do have artist, because of what they have taught themselves, who are real they are. I have done a lot of research. I have seen many things, have been in and out with things. It's really hot here. I don't know today why. I'm sweating. Maybe it's because of this topic. But as an artist, we have to know who really we are. We are business people. We are the people who controls everything. Your music controls. Your TV shows controls. Your plays controls. We give about the happiness, but you have to understand what kind of story that you are telling through what you are telling, through your drawings, through your lyrics in the studio, through your script writing, through your feelings. So you have to go with the flow of who we really we are. You understand? So today, I'm really glad that we have done this episode, and not forgetting, Bana, we don't have to exploit italente yethu. About what I have learned most of the time, we like to do things for free, and free will never give us anything. It doesn't matter now by 10 rand, now by 20 rand, or 30 rand, 50 rand. You don't have to be expensive, you know, but you have to keep something entering, you know, always ingena, yabo. So that nabantwana abakhulayo babone the life of art. For instance, I'm sitting here on the office chair, and this office chair has been drawn before by a person, and bayenza on this shape, so that umuntu ohleli kuso azifile comfortable. It's really comforting. So what I'm saying is, as artists, we have to know our story. We have to know who we really are, because we exploit ourselves by us, So do your homework well. I have a friend of mine, he is the radio presenter. He just wrote a little book, And I was telling him, you have to please sell your book. Number it's 5 rand or 10 rand, But he said, now I'll give it for free. And what I'm looking at, cost on good printing, cost on transportation, cost less. So there's nothing that I can out of umsebenzi wakhe, So we have to charge, even if it's little, you know. 10 rand is better than nothing. 5 rand is better than nothing, than zero. That's zero, So we are the artist. We have to make sure that our success is in us. In our days, sesenazo AI ngoku, which is izinto, they are changing very fast, So we have to be very, 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 very wiseable, be wise kakhulu, and talk to each other, It's a bit that this topic I'm talking about, it's a bit serious, ngoba if I go to Joburg, we see artists esifuna for free. Cape Town, Mthatha, Port Elizabeth, East London, Durban, Mpumalanga, wherever artists, they are doing things for free. If they charge a much higher amount. They charge bigger amounts, which is impossible sometimes to be payable upfront, or because of the status umuntu akubona kuso. For instance, we know when economy njani, and the industry yethu ke thina as a filmmakers, it's very, very expensive to work on it, and to produce izinto, Sasaqala ubamba ikhamera, you're charging R1,000, 1,500 per day. I mean, not per day, per hour. You're working with me, we're thinking that I will hire you maybe for can be every day. I'm working for 4 hours, which is 4,000 a day, you know, and I have to still pay for a camera, and there's other days that I have to work. Can be I'm going to be working with you for 3 days, yeah. So it's 4,000, 4,000, which is 8,000, and 12,000 in 3 days. So it's one of izinto they kill i-industry yethu. I'm not saying ubana akufunekanga sibhatalwe. It's our work because umsebenzi wethu uhlala forever. For instance, myself, I'm a videographer. I do editing, I do computer programming. I do graphic designing. I produce music, you know. I do lighting. So almost everything that is behind the scenes on the film industry, I do. I'm talking for the situation and the economy esikuyo, yabo. Ngoba in our days they do have cell phones. They take pictures by themselves, bathenga iPhones, take pictures by themselves. So umuntu ongayaziyo kakhulu i-picture akanangxaki noba ine-quality noba akana-quality as long uyazibona qha yena pha, So thina we know the quality, and just it's not njengoba we know the quality, we have to be fair, you know. I have friend of mine who is not a Ghanaian, he's a Zimbabwean guy, you know. Bendibukele indlela asebenza ngayo. It was just charging like little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit, until standard as a right, you know. So now it's charging way, 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 way better than because of clients adibene nazo ngoku. They can pay 10,000 rand a day, or they can pay whatever amount that is iPhone 9, because uyawaqala kancinci wayenyuka, waqala kancinci wayenyuka, qala kwama-300, 700, 1,000, wayesenyuka ukonyuka ukonyuka. I was working with him. I was supplying him with equipment, I was doing these things for free, I was learning. So what I'm saying is you have a camera, you have whatever that you use, but let it feed you. Nobe kufida kancinci, not just for free. Thank you very much on our episode. Don't forget to subscribe on our channel. Don't forget to love us more. Bye-bye.